Hey, welcome back to my channel. I'm Ivana. I like to read. Today we are going to spend some time doing something that should be fun, but is a little bit daunting for me as someone with executive functioning issues, and we are going to organize my bookshelves. I recently got these bookshelves and I have been psyching myself out and my mind keeps racing about what to do and how to organize everything, and I just think I need to bite the bullet and get started and just do as much as I can today, and I'm excited for you to join me. So I need goals, right? The goals for today are going to be to, number one, put all of the books that have piled all over my house onto the bookshelves. The second goal is going to be to put my little knickknacks away. I have a lot of little knickknacks, but I just want to put all of my cutesy little things on the shelves so that I don't just have them in a bag or scattered all over as well. The hope is that if I fulfill both of those goals, that my room will be usable. I really want to be able to use this room to read. Obviously, aesthetically, some things need to still change, but at least I won't have to worry too much about the books. So what we're gonna do first is start with a little tour of what we're working with, and then afterwards, I'm going to sort and put things away. Wish me luck! Let's pretend we're on FaceTime, okay? So when you walk in, this is what the room looks like. I am planning on replacing the shades as well as the desk. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this chair, but here are the shelves. Please do not make fun of my paint job or anything. I'm gonna take care of it and I am going to vacuum after this. So there's 3 shelves that go across. We got them really high up because we didn't want them to interfere with the daybed that's on here. I will be staining the daybed to match the shelves just so it looks more cohesive. And right now the daybed is giving like bare minimum. So we're gonna work on that. And so I already started putting some of the knickknacks on here, like my little pretzel person. And the only thing that I have organized as of right now is my poetry section. This is my favorite Puerto Rican poet. Her name is Julia de Burgos. And we also have Mary Oliver's collection, Devotions. A lot of these poetry books I owe to my friend Pedrito over at Pretty Much Books on Instagram. He has actually shared a lot of these with me, and a lot of these are Latina. I'm very proud of my collection, and it is a pretty diverse poetry collection. There's a little bit of everything. Oh my gosh, and it's falling. So I really need to buy bookends. And then next here we have a pretty solid Annie Ernaux collection. I love Annie. I don't know where to put her because she does autofiction. I want to split up the books into fiction and nonfiction. And then we also have some nonfiction books here that have fallen. And then I just have a mess. These are also nonfiction. So I'm trying to figure out what to prioritize. I already started putting away some of my graphic novels. These are some fun ones. So then if you move on, the bookshelves go up pretty high. So I'm hoping that I can put like maybe some storage bins up there that look cute, as well as some string lights and plants. And then here in the middle, I don't know what to do with this middle section. Part of me wants to do wallpaper, but another part of me thinks I'll get sick of it. The other issue is lighting. Like the light is up here. Look at the stain. I stained this when I was painting the room with my friend Emma. Oopsies. The light is like so far away from the bed. And so I have this IKEA lamp that my friend Pam gave me, and it's dusty. I need to dust it. But I feel like that's not sufficient, so I want to add some sort of element of light to this section. Not today, but in the future. If you have any ideas, let me know. I feel like a sconce might be too much, but it'd be nice to have like 2 sconces or something like that. And then I can also put lamps on here. And then these are 3 other shelves. As you can see, the contractor kind of broke through the wall there. So I'm gonna have to fix that, and also over there, but it's not anything I can't fix myself. I can barely reach the first one, so I'm gonna have to figure out what to do or what to put up there. I'm a teacher. I have a lot of teaching materials that I don't always use, so I might put them there. And then here is my like desk and stuff. These are from the Billy bookcase that was on here, and then these are my knickknacks, some of my knickknacks. I feel like I could use some storage over here, or like a little table, or if you have any ideas, let me know. And then I have this chair that I don't know what to do with. It's pretty okay right there right now. And then these are also some knickknacks. I do want to replace my desk because I want like a dark wood desk, and maybe one that's a little bit longer that has more storage. But yeah, that's it. This is the room. Right now I'm in the most prominent shelving area. The poetry section that I just talked about is over there. These are the 2 shelves that I can actually reach, and the other 2 I really can't as much. I think that these two shelving areas should be like the most important, or the ones that are the most accessible to me. So now I have to figure out how I'm going to organize my books. I used to have a Billy bookcase in here, and the way that I organized my books was I would put my YAs out of sight because I don't really read YA as much. And then I would have two fiction sections, one read fiction, one unread fiction, and then two nonfiction sections, again, read and unread. But maybe what I should do this time is just have a whole fiction section and then a whole nonfiction section. I'm not going to alphabetize because, again, time is of the essence and I want to make this not daunting for me. I'm still having fun. And so maybe what I'm gonna do, there's less space at the top because the poetry section is there. So maybe I'll start with my nonfiction and see how far I get, and then hopefully my fiction section will all fit there. And like I said, I'm planning on potentially getting other shelves, so if it fits just right, I will add more shelving to the bottom, but shelving that I can actually move back and forth. So let's do it. One thing that just came to my mind is that graphic novels are not a genre, they're a style. So I want to make sure that my graphic novels that are nonfiction are in the nonfiction section. So maybe I'll have a section that is graphic nonfiction and a section that is graphic fiction in each respective category. Right now what I'm working on doing is placing all of my nonfiction from my daybed to the first shelf, and then I'm gonna move it to the second shelf. I don't know why I'm doing it like that. Maybe it's not the best way to do it, but that's how I wanna do it, and that's what I'm doing, and I'm gonna keep blasting Boy Genius now. Okay, so I was gonna have a Spanish language section, and I feel like I'm still gonna continue that just because I want to motivate myself to read more Spanish, but I do have some nonfiction in Spanish that I'm just gonna keep separate. I also have some tarot books, which I think I'm gonna put in the shelf across along with my tarot cards. I want to eventually have like a little altar or whatever. I'm not great at tarot, I'm not an expert in it by any means, but it's something that I'm really interested in, and so I want to have like a dedicated space for it, but of course I still don't have it. So even though these are technically nonfiction, I'm gonna put them elsewhere. I think these are all my nonfiction books over here, which is sad. I thought I had way more, but I guess it means I have more space. I just found another tarot book, so I'm gonna put it over here. I'm pretty good at giving books away or putting them in little free libraries or reselling them. Once I read a book, if I feel like I'm not gonna reread the nonfiction book, I do that. And so I think that's why I don't have as much nonfiction, even though I really, really love nonfiction. But yeah, that makes me excited. So maybe there will be more space, maybe I can space them out a little bit more. So let's see how I get this done. Some of my small nonfiction books. I also just realized that I haven't read like half of these. I read Our Prison's Obsolete by Angela Davis. Obviously it's a classic. And I also read Beyond the Gender Binary, but I haven't read How to Relax and We Will Not Cancel Us. And I'm so interested in not relaxing, I'm so interested in relaxing and also interested in cancel culture and the connection between that and abolitionism. So maybe I need to prioritize these. Okay, so you're a little closer now, change of angle. And I found some more nonfiction books. And I think what I am gonna do is I'm gonna keep the nonfictions together by section. So I'll have like a academic-y nonfiction versus more memoir-esque. Not that memoirs can't be academic, but I do have some like heavier academic essay collections, things like that. I studied sociology and psychology in undergrad. That was what I got my bachelor's degrees on. And so I am interested in sociological and psychological phenomena. I think I'm going to split it that way, but I think what I'm also going to do is split it between books I've read and books I haven't finished or haven't read. So that way I kind of know, and I'm not going to do it in alphabetical order. I don't know what I'm going to do with the little books, if I'm going to still keep them together, but I will let you know. So I'm going to go back to doing that. Okay, so you're in point 5, just so you know. This is what I have so far. These are the nonfiction books that are very like race heavy, teaching heavy, books that you would probably read in like a university setting, even though the other nonfiction books you would as well. I don't want to talk about all of these. These are all the books that I've read and loved enough to keep. Some standouts are Paulo Freire's The Pedagogy of the Oppressed. Like, honestly, this book changed my whole philosophy of teaching. Dr. Bettina Love's We Want to Do More Than Survive. She is amazing. I have to read her new book. Gloria Anzaldua's Borderlands La Frontera is also amazing. Actually, all of these are so good. I can't even like pick my favorites because there are so many. I feel like I've been reading a lot of fiction and I want to showcase some of the nonfiction that I love. And then over here, I have added 3 nonfiction graphic novels that I've read. I think I'm going to put a little knickknack here. Okay, so these are like the race and sociology books that I haven't read yet. This one is more spiritual, how to relax, but I still want it there. I also have Being Peace by the same author, and I don't know where it went, but it will go here. Then I have the only graphic novel I haven't read. I really need to get some bookends, so I might go to Target after I'm done with this to maybe organize this a little better, but right now it's like working to separate these two so they don't fall. These things are bookends too, so I'm using that right now. These are the memoir-y books I have read. Like What My Bones Know, which is a favorite. Ordinary Girls, also actually all of these are favorites, except for maybe Creep and The Lonely City. This is a small place. I don't know why it doesn't say it on the side. It's bothering me. Then I decided to keep all of my Ernos together. Once I get bookends, I'm gonna split it up and put them together and maybe like display one of the books since I love Annie Ernaux. And then I have some of the memoir-y nonfiction. Oh, there's Being Peace. I'm gonna move it over here if it fits. Okay, so it's there. These are the memoirs I haven't read, and these are kind of like poetry-esque. I got this Joan Didion, and now I don't want to read her because I've read so many things about her, but I think I might just give it a chance because I bought it full price. And then these are my Spanish books. My mom gave me this like encyclopedia of feminism, which I think is so cute. I'm gonna put them over there. I haven't done that yet. The more we turn this way, the less lighting we seem to have. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and put my journals, my teaching books that I don't always use, like the reference books, and then my YA in this section, just to like clear the bed because the bed is a mess. Like it's like truly embarrassing, and so is the floor. So I'm gonna just try to get rid of those and then come back to the fiction section. And I'm also gonna try to go to Target and buy some bookends. So I was left to cry there, laying outside there, green out of the lost there. That's when I decided what. Okay, so I put all of my YA books up there. I honestly didn't even change them by genre. I feel like so many of my YA books are at school, and I think I'm gonna eventually move most of my YA books, if not all of them, to school, but that's for another day. I also put teaching reference books up there. I might move them higher, but I might need help with that because I'm too short, and the bed is like right here, and I lay them flat because I really don't want them to fall without bookends. Cash is here. He's thinking about jumping on the shelves. I don't know if he will. I don't know why he hasn't been feeling like exploring. All I have left are to finish my Spanish books and to do my fiction and my journals. I also have like a tiny romance section, and I might keep that separate because the colors are so bright on the books. I'm so excited that I am almost finished, and oh, I think the finishing touches will be like the knickknacks and the bookends. Are you having a good time? Are you thinking about it? Some YA books that I forgot. These are my faves growing up. Just a disclaimer here, I am using the term organizing here really loosely. I am very haphazard with my fiction organizing, and I still need to figure out a system. Okay, update. I have started putting all of my fiction books on the shelves. I've kept the Cisneros together, the Carters, the Duras, the Naylors, the Ferrantes, I try to keep all of the authors that I read a lot of together. But other than that, it's just like messy. Some of my favorites I've used as bookends, and this is my graphic novel section, just to break it up. And yeah, this is really messy. I also have the Anne of Green Gables books there, even though they're technically not adult fiction. I might actually move them to my room to have in my Billy bookcase that I put there. The rest of the stuff is looking really messy because I don't have bookends. These are some nonfiction books I forgot to put up here, so I'm gonna have to reshuffle things around. And these are like my Spanish books. I also found some new ones, so I added them to it. And these are some other books I found. These are library books actually, so they don't go there. But yeah, I have to put these in the YA section, and I still have my knickknacks and shit on the ground. And then these are some books I'm going to sell and or give to my friends. It's looking kind of messy. I'm going to go to Target to get bookends so that things can look a little bit less messy. And then I'll be done because I'm trying to fight perfectionism. And just kidding. Yeah, please don't mind this. I need to vacuum. But I also forgot that I have journals that I want to put in the shelves. So that is another thing I'm looking forward to doing. Okay, I'm back with bookends. And I'm not gonna lie, I am feeling pretty tired. So I just want to make sure that the books look tidy. I was only able to find these bookends. They were really expensive, so I only got a set. I ordered some that were a little cheaper, but that's gonna be for another time. The goal for the rest of this time is going to be to have all of the books, or most of the books, be upright, and to make sure that there are no knickknacks or books or notebooks or journals lying around. I want to make sure that the room is usable. So let's keep going. Okay, so added the books I was missing to the nonfiction, added On Home to the graphic novels, and now we're gonna tackle this baby. And if they don't go all the way across, I'm going to use one of the bookends on here. Okay, so here's my Spanish section. As you can tell, there's like not a lot of, you can see my shadow, there's not a lot of lighting here, so I want to change that. And then I have my little llama from Peru. It is looking a little sad, so maybe I'll add my journals in this section. I'm going through like all my journals, and this one in particular is from 2016 to 2017. That was like such a transformative time in my career as a teacher. I took a research class and then I facilitated it later. But just thinking about journaling, and I feel like sometimes we forget. I don't know, I feel like I black out after I finish a journal and then I forget that it even exists until I see it or until I open it. And I have so many, I specifically have 2 pandemic ones that I just filled completely. I was like writing listicles and things like that just to pass the time. And it's making me think about the different versions of me, and it also makes me cringe. But I'm excited. I'm gonna just put these over here. I'm really not liking this. I feel like I should put it all the way over there and then end over here, but I'm gonna get a bookend soon anyway. Anyway, I'm just thinking about the beauty of journals and going back and reading them. I know that my parents kept my journals from middle and high school, and I only kept one because I was so embarrassed by everything that was on there because I was boy crazy. Anyway, I'm gonna put these either over there or over here. I don't know, but I'll let you know the finished product. So I went through all my little knickknacks here and the footage was way too long. So here I am at 8 times speed showing them to you. Going through all these cutesy little things that have been either handmade or gifted or purchased in my travels makes me realize that, as cheesy as it sounds, I'm really fortunate. These might be tiny little things, but they're also reminders of different people or moments in my life. Except for the plants. The plants are fake because Cash, despite being an obligate carnivore, also loves leaves, and I really don't want to poison him. Okay, I'm done. Let's do a little tour. Okay, we already talked about the poetry section. I added a little Fujifilm camera. Next we have nonfiction graphic novels. If we go this way, this is heavier, meaning more like dense, more academic nonfiction. Then over here we have memoirs, starting with ones I've read and ones I haven't. After that we have more nonfiction that I haven't read that's kind of tiny over here. And then over here we have the Spanish section. This is Las Sofridas that I got in Mexico City, a calavera, a fake plant, something that a wonderful student wrote to me. And then if we go down, we have my fiction's a little all over the place. We have the llama, the Ferrantes, we got a candle I got from Jeju Island, and an alebrije that's a snail. After that we have graphic novels. And then this section I just added, it's my tarot section. I have 2 tarot decks. I should probably put, set this down. I should probably put Tilly Walden's deck first because it's so beautiful. Actually, let me do that now. All set. We got Tilly Walden's deck. We got the Sunny Angel, these stars that one of my students made for my birthday a long time ago. And then we have Sunny Angels that I have to stick to something. The fiction section obviously needs some work. And I just mix books I've read with books I haven't read because I need to simplify my life. This is a cat section, and I'm collecting books with cats on the covers. So I'm going to be creating that section, but not today. And then if we go to the top, we just have some plants, a vase. We got the romance section, teeny tiny romance section. Let me zoom in. I got an owl that tells me if it's going to rain, a cottage core coloring book. We got all my journals. And yeah, let me zoom out. That's what it looks like. Again, I need to add, oh, and then there's like I really need to fix my paint job, but that clock I might put over here. I still don't know what to do with this area, so if you know, let me know, because it's looking kind of sad. And then we have the YA section. Again, I feel like I'm going to take a lot of these books to work, and then I have my work reference section that I need to get a book in for. And then these are the books that I owe to the library and a little llama that I got for my niece. So this is really it for now. Thank you for joining me. I hope that I can make something coherent with this footage. And yeah, obviously there's a lot of work that needs to be done in my reading room, including like my desk area and all that, so I might make this a series. We'll see. Thanks again for joining me. I hope you're having a lovely day. If you have any recommendations for me, please don't hate on my setup, but if you have any kind recommendations or suggestions for what to do next or something that could make my life easier, let me know. I still have to purchase some bookcases for under here, and you know, I have some more space. But yeah, that's it. Thank you. Have a lovely day. See you in my next video. Peace.